Hello there. Well, today we're going to look at an annual event which takes place in the New Forest, and it's called Danny's Drive, and it's 2021. Now, this is a typical family that likes to come on these drives. They drive horses behind small carts of various sizes. Well, we've had quite a lot of rain this week, and you can see from the state of Danny's fields that it's a pretty muddy sight in places. Now, I made a video last year which took in some of the aspects of this drive, it's about 25 miles. They leave this Danny's farm, and they move across the New Forest through the enclosures along the tracks, and as you will see later, they finish up at Balmer Lawn and they swim the horses in the river. Now, it's an unusual event because it is basically an unofficial event, but as long as it's well organised, I don't see any reason why it shouldn't continue to carry on. Well, it's been quite a wet August, so everyone's hoping that today, which is a Sunday, will remain dry. Now, the owners of these vehicles and horses have really spent some time cleaning them up, polishing the carts and brushing the horses so that they look at their best. This particular one coming by now, it's one of my favourites. It really does look wonderful. Now, I haven't filmed all of them today coming out because it would take too long, because it takes at least 20 minutes to half an hour for them to all come out. But it's a lovely sight to see these animals and people. It's a family affair. There's children and families, which I think makes it rather special. Now, here's that family I filmed earlier. There they are. And actually, they told me the name of that cart, which is a Cooney cart, I believe. Now, they stop for lunch at the Beaulieu Road station, and then they carry on to Balmer Lawn, and this is Balmer Lawn before they've arrived. Now, this area of the river is very popular with tourists, but it's unusually quiet today, but it'll soon be thronging with horses and people. The carts take into a field just off of Balmer Lawn, where they uncouple the horses, and then some of them they'll all be taken to have a drink in the river, but some will be ridden into the river, which is quite interesting to see. It's a sort of a mini Appleby, really, which is a big gathering that they have up in the north. This field is being cut, but it's really warm. Now, here's a lovely looking horse. It's a most unusual sort of colour. I think there's certain animals sort of you think, wow, that is quite special. Well, it's not that warm for August, but I think it's quite traditional for riders to take their horses into the river, and I think there'll be plenty of people still want to do it. Now, we've been quite lucky with the weather. We've had a few drops of rain, but nothing really to take any notice of. You can see how the children are brought up with horses, and they're riding them obviously bareback into the rivers. It's very much a young person's sport. I don't think they'll ever forget it as they grow older. It's very much part of the tradition. You can see the river. This is the Lymington River. It's quite deep close to the bridge, and the horses are actually swimming when they get close to the road bridge. Now, because the weather forecast was so bad today, there aren't many picnickers here, and usually this Balmer Lawn stretch of the river is often called the New Forest Riviera, and you do get hundreds of picnickers and children paddling. But today it was pretty quiet, so the horses really have got it all to themselves. and most of the spectators are people that have been following this event for quite a few years. Well, I think the survival of this event will depend on the behaviour of the people that take part, and so far it's not been too bad. Anyway, I hope you found this video interesting. If you did, please click a like and maybe subscribe, and then you won't miss another video. Anyway, goodbye for now.